What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Panda here, and today we are playing Watcher of Realms. Guys, today's video is important, but also will probably be pretty short. It's in regards to the Thanksgiving preview that we've received in the game. If you haven't already seen my videos from the other day in regards to the banners that are coming up, as well as in regards to the new champions that are coming in, definitely go give those a check because those are important for this weekend's information as well. But I specifically want to talk about the actual event that we're going to be getting, a day of giving thanks, right? There's several things: a summoning bonanza, which we've talked about, random legendary northerner / piercer hero, and exclusive Black Friday deals with crazy percents off. And so I want to give a huge disclaimer here, guys. These types of games have a way to be very predatory in nature by offering you crazy deals on stuff that is a game. Please do not do anything crazy and go mortgage your house to buy a legendary hero in a game that you may not even be playing in a year, 6 months, who knows, right? If you have the extra money, go ahead. I'm not going to, be mad at you for spending. I have spent money on games in the past. I've even spent a little bit of money on this game, and I think that it's important to know that it's okay to do that, but at the same time, don't go crazy. Don't spend your whole mortgage payment on this game just because it's some fear of missing out. Okay, but let's dive right into the event and talk about some of the cool stuff that they do have that I think may be worthwhile if you have that extra cash. So first, let's start with the actual event. We have the Thanksgiving event, which is the Thanksgiving scroll exploration, the Thanksgiving market, and other events to earn free rewards. Now, I already like the look of this, guys. Legendary skill crystals are very hard to get your hands on. They are definitely a premium resource. So any chance we have to get legendary skill crystals is awesome. I am curious what this looks like. It looks like this Thanksgiving market is probably some kind of currency that you're going to get from maybe using energy, and then you can use that currency to buy certain things in a shop. That's kind of what I'm assuming. The Thanksgiving scroll exploration looks like it's probably maybe some kind of mini game, right? Maybe it's like the previous event that we had where you had to go do certain things, you got rewards from doing those certain things, right? Might be something similar to that, but definitely exciting. I'm hoping we get a sort of sneak peek of what that actually is in the future, but definitely cool. Definitely not mad about it. Then of course we have the ancient summoning event, the featured summons, the surprise summons, and the 2 new heroes. We're not going to go over that again because we already have it. This is probably the thing that most people are excited about, and that is this faction legendary hero bundle. This is a northerner / piercer legendary hero bundle. Don't wait to get your random legendary hero along with the items needed to promote them to 6-star and max level. And you'll see here we have King Hars and Aracha as the sort of images appropriate. We'll go ahead and start with this first one. So this first one is the North Throne, which is obviously our Northerners, and you'll see that there are 5 champions listed. One thing I will say is I do see these 3 dots. Now, if you don't know what these 3 dots are, basically what that means is there is more. This makes me believe that they put these 5 heroes here because all 5 of these heroes are great. Of course, this is a legendary lord. Valkyra is a great fighter, Brokir one of the best defenders in the game, Nocturne a super solid single target mage, and Sadie is a very good support healer. However, because of these 3 dots, it makes me question, is it just any legendary from the Northerner faction? It is definitely something that I'm curious about, and I have a feeling that they are doing this specifically to build up hype, but also kind of baiting us into building up that hype, so when we see what actually happens, we buy it right away before checking it. So make sure to double check and see if there are other champions that are actually in this pool, because I have a feeling it's going to be any legendary from the Northerner faction due to these 3 dots. And the same thing here for the Star Piercers. We have the Aracha, the Hex, the Silas, the Razak, 4 of the best heroes in the game for their respective jobs. Aracha, not the greatest hero, but is the legendary lord for one of the best factions in the game. And then you've got Hex, which is a huge magic single target damage dealer, and Silas, which is a huge physical damage dealer, but also can ignore defense. He's very good. And then Razak is one of the best AoE piercers in terms of clearing things such as Gear Raid 3. He can solo the left side all by himself, which is phenomenal. So definitely an interesting pack. If it is just these 5 heroes for each of them, I think it's gotta be probably pretty insane value. Of course, that's going to depend on the price tag. I know that we've had a bundle like this in the past. I believe it was for $30, where you got a random legendary from a pool. So hopefully it's something similar to that, where you spend $30 and you get, some gems. You get the ability to take whatever character you get to 6-star max level, etc., etc. And it would be great if it was just these pools. So highly recommend, if you're going to spend money, odds are picking up the Star Piercer bundle is going to be the better option, because the Star Piercers are typically considered to be a better faction overall. However, if you have all of the Star Piercers and you're missing a ton of the Northerners, getting the North Throne package is not necessarily the worst case option as well. Then we have exclusive Black Friday discounts, and this is where a little bit of speculation comes, because we have these 3 heroes over here. I'm not super familiar with all of them. I know Sol Caden's is this front one, and he is a new, I think it's a new Infernal Legendary Lord, similar to that of Twin Fiends and Pyros, right? And this one, I believe, is I don't remember, I think she's a cultist faction, and her name is Demi or Demi, if I remember correctly, from the Forerunner server. I believe I've seen her on there, and I'm not familiar with who this person is. Maybe we'll have to check him out at some other time. But we do have these 3 legendary lords that are available, and in our previous video we talked about all of the summonings that are coming up, and one of those summonings is the Ancient summoning. And if you haven't noticed, we just got done, or are about to finish, an Ancient summoning right now. Typically, the Ancient summoning events are only happening once per month. The fact that they're adding in another one right now leads me to believe one of 2 things. Either A, it's a huge cash grab, which is very likely. It is Black Friday after all. But also, it could be because they are introducing these 3 champions to the Ancient summoning pool. So there is a potential that we end up seeing 1, 2, or even all 3 of these champions in the pool come this weekend. I know that they said when they released Sol Caden's to the leaderboard of a previous event that he would be added in the next couple patches. I believe it's been that long, so there's a good chance that Sol Caden's is for sure added, and then a potential chance that these other 2 are added in the background. However, the other thing we need to talk about is these 3 points on the right side. There's a flash deal, refreshes every hour, surprise limited time offer. This is just probably one of those things where you're going to get a little pop-up for like a $1.99 pack or a $5 pack, something like that, that's going to reset every hour and probably have some pretty decent value. We also have the super sale, 400, 550% off. Take advantage of annual peak discounts. Keep in mind, guys, I highly recommend you set a limit on what your valuation of certain things are. So if you think you might spend on Ancient Summoning Crystals, set a number. Say, if I can get an Ancient Summoning Crystal for $2 each, or whatever your number is, right? Then be able to buy it. But if it's something over that amount, it's probably not worth it. It's probably more than you're willing to spend, even though you might be interested in spending it at that time. So keep in mind, also track your spending, guys. Again, make sure you're not going and spending $500 this weekend if you don't have $500 to spend. And then the last thing here, of course, is the Summoning Bonanza. Earn 3 types of Summoning Crystals all at once. Don't miss out. This makes me think that we are probably going to be getting an event based on summoning that's going to probably refund some of our crystals, similar to the current event right now, where let me pull it up here. If you go into the spiritual altar, you can summon and you get some of these crystals, right? You get Ancient Summoning Crystal here, 2 Ancient Summoning Crystals here, another one here, 3 here, right? So it's probably going to be something similar to this, where we have another one of these events. Maybe called something different. We'll have to see. But you're probably going to be able to get a number of crystals back based on, how many you use. But guys, that's kind of the sort of speculation I have going on in regards to this event. I am looking forward to it. I know a lot of the times the holiday events, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, those kinds of things are typically better events in most gacha games. So I am excited to see what kind of free stuff we get access to. And of course, as I've said in all my other videos, I'm super excited about the summoning event, because we have, the crazy banners, which we'll pull those up real quick right now. Here we go. We've got this crazy banner here with 2 of the best new heroes in the game, and Hollow, which of course is great. We love her. And we have the 1+1, which for myself is a guarantee because I am very close to Pity. So within my first, 5 to 6 summons, I should be able to get my 1+1. So I'm very excited. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys are excited about all of the events happening this next weekend, specifically the Thanksgiving stuff, since that's the focus of this video. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more content from me in the future, please don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.